I never imagined a life I had built carefully could unravel in a single week. But there I was, staring at my phone in disbelief, reading messages from friends I had known for years, messages accusing me of things I had never done, claiming I was controlling, financially abusive, painting me as a villain. It all started subtly. Whispers in our group chat, jokes disguised as concern, casual comments about how he never buys anything for her. At first, I laughed nervously, brushing it off, thinking surely they knew me, surely they would understand my intentions. But then the lies escalated. My wife, the person I had trusted most, had been quietly feeding these stories, twisting my careful budgeting and practical decisions into evidence of abuse. Every carefully considered financial choice I had made was now weaponized against me. I reached out to friends, hoping to clarify, to explain. Some listened confused, uncertain, but others had already chosen sides. I felt my chest tighten with betrayal and heartbreak. Not only had my wife betrayed me, she had isolated me from the people I considered family. The nights grew long and sleepless. I sat alone in our apartment, staring at the walls, replaying conversations, wondering where I had gone wrong. I questioned myself, doubted my judgment, and mourned the loss of trust that had been built over years. Despite the storm, I tried to respond with calm, with kindness. I sent messages not to accuse or lash out, but to clarify, to bridge the divide. I refused to let anger dictate my actions, even when my heart screamed for revenge or to walk away. One evening, I received a text from a mutual friend, hesitant and tentative. I think there's more to this story. Can we talk? It was a small lifeline, a reminder that not everyone could be swayed by manipulation, and that truth sometimes waits patiently for its moment. I met them privately, speaking slowly, honestly, sharing my perspective, recounting the care I had taken in every decision and the love I had poured into our marriage and friendships. Their faces softened as they realized the extent of the deception. Meanwhile, my wife continued her campaign, confident that her narrative would hold. She believed she had control, that the lies would define me in everyone's eyes. But kindness, patience, and integrity often move slower, but with more lasting force than manipulation. Then came the turning point. At a group gathering, a friend accidentally overheard a conversation, revealing the truth. Proof that my actions had always been transparent, fair, and motivated by care. The same friends who had doubted me now looked at her with suspicion, realizing they had been deceived. The shift was gradual but undeniable. Apologies trickled in, hesitant at first, then more freely, as friends acknowledged the unfair judgments, expressing regret for believing stories spun without evidence. I listened quietly, letting their words land without rancor. In the following weeks, my wife's attempts to control the narrative fell flat. Those who truly mattered saw the reality, that kindness, honesty, and respect are more powerful than fear, gossip, or manipulation. Her isolation grew as her credibility crumbled. I chose not to retaliate publicly, not to humiliate her or gloat. Instead, I focused on rebuilding trust where it had been broken, nurturing the friendships that had withstood scrutiny, and healing the wounds left by betrayal. One friend said to me quietly, "It must have been hard to respond with grace when everyone turned against you." I nodded, realizing that compassion in the face of betrayal is one of the strongest forms of integrity. Months later, life began to settle into a new rhythm. Friendships restored, trust rebuilt slowly, and a reminder that even in the darkest moments, acting with empathy and patience can bring the truth to light. I learned that human nature is complex, and kindness is never wasted, even when it feels unseen. The ultimate lesson settled deep within me. Revenge may feel satisfying, but integrity and compassion endure. Karma has its way of balancing lives quietly, and those who act with honesty often find vindication not in anger, but in the restoration of trust and relationships. I look back now, grateful for the pain and the trials, because they taught me patience, courage, and the power of kindness. Even when the world seems against you, acting with humanity can bring light to the darkest of situations, and remind us all that truth and compassion are stronger than lies.